Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Garblag Games. Jim just fell over in his chair and it was quite hysterical just before we came live, so pardon me for the slight distraction. So good evening, my name is Dan, the Garblag Troll. Welcome to Garblag Games and another game of Star Wars West End Games D6. This is probably going to be our last session tonight of the campaign, so please do come join us. Don't forget to spend your Garblag groats here on Twitch for some lovely rerolls. For me, of course, the DM, not for those players. You don't want to give them rerolls. Why? I mean, come on, look at them. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching us on Twitch, great, brilliant. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Twitch. Subscribe to Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube. Come on, we're trying just subscribe to everything.
And if you don't follow us already, follow us. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers.
Yeah, that's the moment you should say like, do it.
Do it. Good.
So thank you all for joining us tonight. So I don't need to do a catch up tonight on where we've been because you've just had a lovely scroll provided by Millie. So thank you, Millie, for that. And so we'll go around in order. Let's start with Colin.
Hi, I am Colin. I'm playing Jamadil Jul, the X-Wing pilot and tech, also known as Sparks.
Rog.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Lutz Niem, the Sullustan Jedi X-Wing pilot, also known as Deep Freeze.
Jim.
Hello, I'm playing Stringer, otherwise known as Wraith, a human pilot who's just nearly crashed his X-Wing.
And Colin's just been given a reroll. Police Forever 1974.
Just in case you yeah.
He likes me. I don't know why, but he likes me.
If you roll a 1 during the opening roll, you know.
I think it's your rolling over in my X-Wing.
And finally, last but not least.
So Eve, I'm playing the Twi'lek pilot, Merrick Sa, codename Pulsar.
Okay. So I'm not going to do a recap, as I said. So let's get straight into it.
Back into the action.
X-Wing pilots return back from their encounter with the Dark Tide Project fighters, following a rescue of some stranded TIE fighter pilots. They return back to the New Hope, still dry docked inside a cold, barren moon, hidden away in an old volcanic lava flume tunnel, a ginormous tunnel. They begin to land on the deck, accompanied by the YT-1300 frigate, which they have just liberated from Tatooine and Jabba the Hutt.
Purchased, all above board and everything.
Purchased, above board, everything is fine.
Much to your surprise.
No, yeah, much to my surprise. So you all begin to land on deck. It's a lot busier. It looks more like like the deck of a starship now. Things have been repaired. power lines are connected, plating's been, put back over exposed wiring. You can see people moving around in the command and control section that kind of overlooks the hangar bay. Deck crews are moving around with fuel lines and other umbilicals like oxygen and water and all that sort of stuff. There are a couple of droids mulling around, and there's a couple of like portable power generators. So it's looking like a proper deck. As you all scramble out, Sparks, you notice that in a rack against one side of the wall of the hangar bay is a bunch of ion cannons, all kind of ready to go. And one of the deck crews comes kind of lumbering over. Deck officer comes over and says, "You're all to report to the briefing room ASAP. The pioneering spirit has already transmitted us the information we needed, so they're going to do a debrief and find out how we're going to be doing this mission. But Sparks, if you could stay here and help us get these iron cannons on the Y-wings, that'd be great."
Aye.
Right. Okay. So we'll start with Colin. So, Sparks, you start basically assembling these ion cannons onto the X-wings. It's harder. It should be a simple matter of just kind of taking one ion cannon and putting it on an X-wing, but unfortunately, you're using a set of weapons which belongs to a different type of craft from a different manufacturer. It also looks like that someone's been tinkering a little bit with the ion cannon suit, been like powering them up a little bit as well, so they can have a bit more kick to them. So you basically, it's going to take about a crane and 3 or 4 guys kind of taking one gun on and putting on. So you start getting right onto that. So if you can make a starfighter repair roll.
Starfighter weapons repair, not that it makes any difference to my dice rolls.
Very good, very good.
But I have the specific skills. What am I looking for?
Sorry?
What am I looking for?
Well, you're kind of leading by example here, so basically it's as good as you can give me.
Ha! Right. I think I might take that reroll that I got given.
Okay.
It was mediocre. It wasn't a botch, but I can do better than that. As a 6 on the wild die. That's what I wanted.
You put the iron cannons on the X-wings, and unfortunately, it automatically fires and ionize the whole ship.
So that's 3 up on the previous one before I roll up my 6 on the wild die. So not a massive improvement.
Right. Okay. That's cool. So basically, you start directing the deck crew to start refitting some of your X-wings with these ion cannons, and basically the idea you have working alongside these starfighter repair engineers, which is also another problem you've got, because a lot of these engineers are also capital ship engineers, who have basically been drafted in to repair starfighters. And though it's still the same technology, it's very different in the way it's kind of done. So that you kind of think, right, we'll do 2 ion cannons on top and turbo lasers on the bottom.
Yep.
So you start kind of fizzing around. They're basically following your lead and start getting to work. I will allow, if you want to, you don't have to. If you want a better workflow, I will allow a command roll if you've got it.
I have it.
You do?
Let's go
for a command roll.
Another 6 on the wild die.
Oh!
$21 on 3 dice.
That's not bad at all. Right, wow. Okay, this is how it goes. Okay, got it. So you kind of climb up on your X-wing. You kneel on the wing. You take a knee. Your crew are gathered around. the wing of your X-wing looking up at you, and you go, right, okay, this is how we're going to do it. Take this, put it on here. We need welding tools. We need sonic screwdrivers. We need plasma wrenches. We need to re-ionize the coil emitters into this section here, and basically start directing all these guys. And they're all like, yeah, that right, okay. And they get to work and they scramble around, and the droids are helping out as well. And you can basically, it's a hive of activity in this hangar bay now as you start working on those TIE fighters. X-Wings. Did I say TIE fighters? Freudian slip. On these X-Wings. So so for the rest of you,
no one told us, but they were planning on mounting us in some scavenged dark ties.
So the rest of you head down to the briefing room. Now, in the briefing room is you. Dash has come down there with you. Diamond Squad, the Y-Wing Squadron, they're down there as well. You get a nice reaction from them. You get some genuine sort of, hey, how you doing?
Can I bring R4?
Yeah, if you want. Don't really need the astromech for this part of it, for what.
No, R4's going around with me wherever I go.
Oh, okay, cool. So you got a proper buddy there.
Yeah,
Damn right.
Mine is probably hanging out on the ship doing whatever it does.
So, waiting there, sitting kind of on his own, away from the Y-Wing Squadron and the various sort of officers around the briefing room. Again, the briefing room looks like that bit out of Return of the Jedi, when they're all kind of sitting on those chairs around the kind of giant holographic display. The Mon Calamari commander, or the old fish as he's nicknamed, he's kind of got that whitey grey skin with dark blue mottled patches. His ganglia are white and flecked on the tips, and he's got that large black cane with the sort of squid-like silver kraken thing on the top of it. And he marches up to the holographic display unit when you're all kind of sitting down and settling in, and he jabs it again with his walking stick. Doesn't bother using his fingers. Jabs it with a walking stick. Just bear with. And an image of a planet comes up on the screen. It's definitely a lava world, hellish, nightmarish landscape of black jaggedy rocks, red hot lava flows. The commander gives it a stare, kind of, and starts pressing buttons on it. An analysis of the plans provided to us by Dash Hansen have provided us with an opportunity to attack the Dark Trooper base, the Dark TIE Fighter base. It is located on this world, and he points his stick at the moon. An unsecured Imperial world by the name of Mustafar. The base itself, a factory and laboratory, seems to be built into a former Black Sun facility / palace by the looks of it, but it is heavily fortified against a direct assault, including heavy planetary defense guns, and basically it could repel any large direct assault. However, we have been able to find this. He clicks again on the holographic display with his walking stick, and the kind of hologram kind of zooms in and goes, so a distance away from the factory is this large trench. The end of the trench is what looks like a chemical waste spill waste spill overflow tube, which we know now links directly to the factory floor of the facility. The tube itself is ray shielded, and the approach will not be easy. There are anti-fighter turrets there, and according to the information pulled by Dash, does seem that the first few dark TIE fighters are coming off the line. So expect some trouble there. You will have to use photon torpedoes on the tube. A torpedo will then, we reckon, be able to go straight down the chute and destroy the factory level, setting off a chain reaction. Yeah, I know. Setting off a chain reaction within the facility. Now, one last thing. This chemical waste overflow is hitting directly into the lava, causing some sort of, well, I say natural, quite unnatural mist fog, chemical fog, as it hits the lava below it at the bottom of this canyon. So your sensors won't be able to give you a clear run. You'll have to eyeball it, okay? Now,
use the Force.
Ranger Squadron and Diamond Squadron will both commit to the assault. As I said at the beginning, the planet seems to be unsecured. There's no orbital defense platforms, no star destroyers in orbit, nothing like that. It seems very, very isolated, apart from one other Imperial facility on Mustafar, but we don't know what it is. But it just seems to be quite small in comparison to the.
Can't be anything important.
Nothing important at all.
That's got to be insignificant.
Yeah,
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah,
but
the name was familiar, so I just went and looked it up. Yeah, there can't be anything important on there.
The Diamond Squadron will have Ranger Squadrons back. They will keep whatever comes your way at bay as you make a run on this chemical tube. Are we all agreed?
so Dash and his buddies are our wingmen, yeah?
Sorry?
Dash and his buddies are our wingmen.
Dash goes, I ain't going.
Wow.
I'm no hero type. I've done my bit. It's just you and the Y-Wings. The quicker we move, the less of those TIE fighters they're going to have built before we arrive. I've just had reports from the deck that due to a very successful coordination of weapon installations, you'll be up and running in about 30 minutes. So get to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So, anything what you need or want to do, write letters to loved ones, communicate to the rebel, anything that you want to do quickly
there's something
before you go.
We do for every mission, right? Just off screen.
I'm going to go to the Jedi area.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to meditate. Try and, connect with the Force.
Cool.
So I think I'm going to need it.
I'm going to go and find my hidden bottle of some sort of diverse alien brandy and have a shot of it.
Yeah, I'm
Gotta
probably
try.
gonna be at the mess trying to drink something and play a game of whatever. Cards, maybe Sabak, who knows? Whatever the guys are playing here.
Just trying to think to myself,
Hollow chess.
what would Anakin
Hollow chess,
Skywalker
maybe.
have done?
On Mustafa.
Yeah, I didn't say it as soon as I was taking a drink.
He's a true hero of the Clone Wars. What would
Sure.
he have done?
Absolutely.
He's the
Yeah.
Jedi
Well, if he went through,
that I idolised.
I heard that he had a bit of a shindig when he went to the temples. He always had a bit of a shindig. So
He always knew how to make an impact at the temple.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I'm pretty sure there would have been something like
My
like an epic
gosh.
battle between the light and the dark side. Obviously.
He'd never have fallen. He was the best of us.
I love you guys. You're amazing. Right. Okay. So get yourselves together. You take your moments. Sparks.
Don't get to take a
I'm
moment.
afraid you don't get to take a moment. You're a very busy chap.
My moments.
You've done your bit.
Yeah.
Your moments have been taken from you because of the job. Damn it. But may the force be with you all. And as you clamber into the into your X-wings and begin to kind of, detach all the umbilicals and the fuel lines and oxygen lines, and your astromechs are put back into their X-wings, and the deckhands run around, kind of moving this, those kind of portable stairs, ladders away. You can all see the Mon Calamari commander up in the hangar control bay room, kind of watching you guys as you get ready to go. They clear the deck. You don't need to roll to take off. And Ranger Squad kind of pulls up. Landing gears come up into the hulls, and you fly out of the hangar bay up this giant cold lava flume, then into a kind of shooting out of a huge crater and into space, closely followed by a Y-wing squadron. You have the coordinates, and you go to hyperspace. Stars align, and they rapidly increase, and then you kind of get that swirly blue of hyperspace. It's a short trip. This planet, conveniently, is also in the Outer Rim territories, very close to where you've been operating.
Can I briefly pause us while we're in hyperspace to ask Dan if he would mind awfully giving us the stats for the ion cannons?
Okay, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking. So,
overrated.
now, to be a little honest here. So, when West End Games was first created, this was a long time ago. So it was before the
galaxy far away.
Far away. It was before the prequels, before the new movies. It was just Return of the Jedi. So ion cannons in this system, basically, shields don't work. So when you hit it, the target doesn't get to add its shield bonus to the hull bonus. Now, Y-wings have an ion cannon of 4D, but because of the scans and readings you've been able to take of the dark TIE fighters in these previous missions, you've basically come to the decision to upgrade those Y-wings as best as possible. So you have souped them up mega. You've bounced that 4D up to 5D. You and the tech hands have done a good job, but they are perhaps a bit too souped up. So you're a little bit worried that you'll either get a few shots, you'll get lots of shots, or they might just blow up. You're not quite sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll let the guys know that the
Oh, and they've only got a fire control of 1D.
Okay. So they're not going to be as easy to hit with, but they should make a dent.
Mm-hmm. Because I'll just be using that hull.
Yeah, I need some more spicy stuff in my pilot life.
If you're unlucky, two of your wings will blow up the first time you try and fire.
So have they replaced our lasers rather than our torpedoes?
No. You've got 2 lasers and 2 ion cannons.
Cool.
So we can still do standard.
You still can do standard shots.
Excellent. Need those torpedoes to shoot that pipe.
Well, yes, that too.
I do. Everyone's fired a torpedo now, right? Everyone's actually done some shooting with torpedoes. I think it was Sparks that hadn't actually.
Yeah,
but you
mine was
managed
the
to do
last
it
one,
last-
but I took
yeah,
out
yeah.
that bomber.
Okay. So, the Y-wing and X-wing squadron come out of hyperspace around the planet of Mustafar. For those who are joining us today who might not be familiar with the Star Wars franchise, welcome.
Secondly, go watch Star Wars.
Mustafar is the volcanic lava world from Revenge of the Sith, where Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi have their fateful duel. It is also in the Rogue One movie, but save that for later.
And in the animated stuff.
And in the animated stuff as well, yes. So you come out of hyperspace and you see this kind of hellish moon in front of you with all its lava and horrid landscape. You have the coordinates for the I think I'm going to sneeze. See? Yes, he is. Okay.
That's you.
Thank you.
I don't know how you say that in the Star Wars universe. Is it may the force be with you, maybe?
May the force, I don't know.
Force you?
May the snot be with you.
Yeah, the snot be with it. Ew. You come out of hyperspace and the X-Wing and Y-Wing squadrons make a direct dive for the location. As you approach, you can see your sensors show that shields are going up around the facility. It is a black rock. Think the sort of the style of architecture of the Jedi Temple with those kind of slanted walls and solid concrete. It's built into a kind of mountainside with giant kind of mechanical arms and refinery bits kind of going into the lava and taking out resources. There's huge kind of like you get those coal tower, you get coal towers on factories that burn off all the smoke. Those are kind of stuck into the mountainside as well. It's almost surrounded on one side by a kind of pool of lava, but on the other side are all these kind of like valleys and canyons, and it's one of these canyons that you're kind of gunning down towards, and you're beginning to accelerate in pace. Unfortunately, the angle means that you've got to come in at the end of the canyon at one end. You can't just kind of fly to the end, come down. You'd be too fast. You wouldn't get a clear shot. So you've got to start at the end. And as you begin your approach, everyone take starfighter piloting roles as the gun turrets that are lined up around this canyon start opening fire on you. From a rules mechanics guy's ways, we're kind of moving into the rather than direct encounters, this would be what is considered a battle, which basically means the rules are a little bit looser when it comes to like direct combat and all that sort of stuff, because I'll also be kind of moving the Y-wings.
Don't forget your 3D maneuverability.
Yes, don't forget 3D maneuverability.
I do not intend to. 6Cs. And on the wide eye.
27. If I'm not thoroughly surpassed by the rest of the squadron, I'm going to be a little disappointed. That was not the best roll.
28.
38.
39.
That's more the numbers I was expecting to see from the rest of the squadron.
Yeah.
As you begin
to the force is,
as you begin to approach this trench, much like the Death Star trench run, there are gun turrets situated along each side of the canyon to kind of cover it. As you begin the approach, you can see this kind of river of lava at the bottom of it. But also against the wall, you can see that there are also windows.
So what I'm hearing is there ain't nowhere safe to land.
There's no way safe to land. If you have to take a fall in this in this canyon, you're either going to hit the wall or land in lava. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times.
You're going to land in lava. The question is whether you hit the wall first.
So these gun turrets start opening fire, but as I said, in the walls of the canyon, you can also see kind of like walkways, and there's the occasional bridge crisscrossing the canyon, and you can almost see little people walking across it as you have to make another Starfighter piloting roll as you kind of duck and dive and swerve in amongst these bridges.
Can I make it a bit harder for myself and try and
always
literally spin round, going under bridges, weaving through them. If there's gaps in them that my X-Wing can fit through, suddenly S-foils down out of attack position, so they're flat, moves through and reopen.
Okay.
So lose a
Don't
die
roll a
and
one.
do that?
Right.
I'll take a die out and do that, just for the sheer ridiculousness.
So I rolled 3 6s, 2 5s, and 2 1s. Yeah. But
it's one of them or one on your wild die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one on my wild die too.
I've got 27.
Okay, so
I got 6 on mine.
Are there any rerolls coming your way, guys?
Extreme. I've already spent one from earlier.
Not yet, but
41. That was with 1 die down, but I rolled a 6 on my wild die.
One for Jim and 1 for Colin from MIDI.
Yeah, we'll re-roll that.
All right, you guys need to re-roll, otherwise you're going to hit something.
Because hitting stuff at this speed would probably be an end
well,
to an X-Wing.
usually we want to hit something, but when we're firing...
I don't know if you can see this dice.
No.
No, it's not very good.
Put it in front of your face, Dan. Because otherwise it's invisible.
No, it's not. It's like a gelatinous cube with a dead skeleton in it. Sorry, anyway, Karen.
That's a bit better. 34.
That's better. Jim?
31.
Cool. Right, so you guys weave and duck amongst these bridges and gangways, even though you're taking on fire from these towers and dodging and weaving from them as well. Yes, Eve, it is. You just asked me a question about the dice. Sorry. Anyway, the Y-wing squadron behind you starts kind of firing torpedoes at the gun turrets, kind of taking them out as best they can. And then for a moment, your sensors kind of blink like there's incoming fighters, but then they disappear. And then the word goes out saying, take up your visual scanning, as some dark ties start coming your way, but they've actually come in behind you. Above you, you can see the Y-wings, as you're hurtling down on your approach, are already taking on a few of these dark TIE fighters, but 2 of them have managed to get past the Y-wings and are now kind of flying down behind you. So, you guys have the higher perception. Excuse me.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
We have high ground.
You basically have your.
It's over, dark ties.
You have your backs to these dark ties. Some, but there's not enough room. Basically, that you can get 2 abreast in this trench, flying side by side. So whoever's at the back is going to get hit, unless someone wants to kind of fly out and flip around and get behind them. But that in itself, at the speed and momentum that you're going, is going to be a difficult role to do. So that you're then behind them at the time that they are kind of still behind the X-Wings. So what do you want to do, guys?
I'm going hell for leather forwards. I have not stopped. I'm going maximum speed in the most ridiculously reckless way possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Trust to the
following
force.
the Jedi.
So who's behind then? Even so,
I think probably at
Pulsar
the back
and Sparks are at the
would have
back.
been I think at the back would have been Pulsar and Wraith because we rolled lowest in the first.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Yeah,
point.
fair
first one,
point.
so
Fair
that was
point. Okay.
probably that. So
So what do you two want to do?
Pulsar and Pulsar and
Pulsar and Wraith.
Pulsar and Deep Freeze probably
sorry,
got
Sparks and Wraith. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sort of hang back a bit just in case anything sort of drops in behind trying to shoot them.
Well, there's already something behind us.
These two dark ties are now behind you. So you can. One suggestion I can make is that you do an all-out dodge, which means that if they shoot you, you add their difficulty to hit you to your dodge roll.
We'll do
would
that.
be significant.
The other option would be to kind of dip low, kill speed, and let them overshoot.
In a very Top Gun-esque kind of way.
And then accelerate up behind them.
Very cool. So do you want to do that?
I'm going to try that.
So I would say that's 2 actions.
Hughie and the electric guitar.
But the idea is basically just they either slow down to engage me and you guys get a clear shot, or they don't and then I'm behind them.
So what you could do is if Wraith does the all-out dodge while he's got these 2 TIE fighters behind him, and then so he's swinging around taking the fire, and then you get behind the dark ties. Yeah, okay. So first of all, Wraith, make a piloting roll for me. Don't forget your maneuverability dice, and you will be adding an additional 17 to the roll.
Oh.
Wow, that's pretty damn good.
Well, it's because you're rolling and adding it to your normal target number
45.
rather than replacing your normal target.
Sorry?
45.
Is that including your...
Yeah, Christ, yeah.
Cool, okay. So...
Don't forget you can angle deflect shields.
Kind of assumed that I'll be honest with you, I kind of assumed you'd already done that you'd all got them on the back.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? I wonder.
Sparks. First of all, make that maneuverability roll.
Okay. $35.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So you come down a little bit, slow down, and they speed up above you and go over your head. You then accelerate and come up behind them. They will then shoot, and then your next action will be to attack them, yeah?
Yeah.
So they are, of course, shooting Wraith, who was, 45 or 47, was
it? 47.
It's not going to be easy. Plus, I'm at -1 D to my fire control because I am going to be using a torpedo to hit you with.
Don't get hit.
I am also going to spend a character point.
Oh my god.
I'm going to spend another character point. $42. He's all right. That was the first one. Second one.
You've got this, Wraith. The
I'm
force
not
is
going to
with you.
bother spending my character points on that roll. So, Wraith, a couple of these blaster bolts fly well overhead, but another one kind of skirts the edge of your shield, kind of sending them crackling and humming around you. Yeah.
Concussion missile.
Yeah. And it bounces off the wall, causing an explosion, which means that Pulsar and Deep Freeze need to make another roll because a torpedo has just gone whacking into one of the sides of the trench.
These aren't guided, are they?
The torpedoes?
Yeah.
No.
So what do you
not
need?
at this range.
Piloting?
Yep.
Starfighter piloting. I briefly saw for a moment one wild die, and then it collided with another die and split over.
41.
Right. Excellent. Sorry, Pulsar, what did you get?
Yeah, just a second. 28.
28. Okay. Pulsar, you're hit. The explosion's also on your front, so you're not going to get your shields on this one. However, because it's just rocks.
Yeah, it's not going to be the full effect of being hit by a concussion.
Your damage is only 11, so just roll your hull. Which is...
Hull is 4D on
an X-Wing.
X-Wing.
So 40 and basically get over 11. In the meantime, Sparks, do you want to roll to hit?
Yes, you said it was 1D on the 1D fire control.
If you're using the iron control, yeah. So it's only 1D, and don't forget this will be your second action because we're still on the same turn. So
that's true.
Yeah.
So that'd be that. Or I could launch a torpedo and have 2D and 9D of damage.
Also reasonable.
I think I'll probably go with the proton torpedo.
Pulsar, what did you get?
Actually, no. I'm going to go with the ion cannon because when I almost inevitably miss with the proton torpedo, I do not want to blow a chunk out of where my people are flying.
Did I do that to you? No.
Yes, you would. And I'd deserve it. For launching ordnance at the rest of my squad.
I got 28.
You're fine. You're fine. Pings off your hull. Doesn't even make a dent. You get a slight complaining squeak from your astromech droid.
Astromech, yeah, probably. It's gonna be fine.
That's the 15, but I got a 6 on the wild die. So,
are you still rolling?
21. I got another 6 on the wild die.
Nice.
22.
Very nice. To hit.
22 to hit.
Okay, so I will try and dodge. Now, this is my third action because I already shot and I already did something else as well. So I'm at minus 2D. I might not be able to dodge this.
I mean, 22, yeah, 22 was pretty good on,
you've hit.
4D plus 2, but awesome. 5D, no shields for you. Okay, apparently my souping up of these iron cannons has gone well. That's another 6 on the wild die.
Oh crap on a stick.
It's always reassuring when the GM says that.
So the second...
Another 22.
Okay. So the second thing that an ion cannon does when you hit... So not only does it go through shields and I don't get shields to add to my hull roll, when it hits, it doesn't do damage on the damage chart. It basically ionizes various different controls. So I then have to work out the difference.
What controls have I just shut down?
Yeah. So I get to roll on the ion. I get to roll on the ion.
I'll go for just controls. Don't need to shut down his engines, just his controls.
No, so it's like, for example, the higher you get. So, like, for example, if you get over 16 or more, which on the damage chart would be the ship blows up. On this one, it is all controls are dead. So it's then fall out of the sky.
Which is going to be bad for it. Bad times.
But in this case, you've got 2 controls ionized. So I, as the pilot of that, I will opt for the shields as 1 set of controls. And I will opt for the laser cannons as another set of controls. But those remain, so that it stacks. So if you shoot me again,
yep, I'll start to tick off more of your systems until you find one that you really can't do without while hurtling down a tight canyon at top speed.
Life support.
Right, you get a incoming communication from the New Hope. Range Squad, this is New Hope.
This Ranger Squad, go ahead.
We've launched a probe to scan the planet. We've picked up a new signal. It seems to be heading your way. Seems to identify as a TIE fighter, but it's of a type that we don't recognise. Not Wraith.
By not
Deep
freeze.
freeze.
You want to say not a TIE and not a dark TIE either.
It's another model we've not seen before.
Some kind of advanced TIE?
Yeah, I would say so. Deep freeze, you feel a disturbance in the force. It's like a dark shadow. But yet it's a little familiar as well.
Oh shit.
I feel a shadow in my pants.
Does it feel cold?
Yes.
Yeah, it does a bit really, because I'm sitting on it.
In the pants. So it's bearing down on you. It will be with you. Well, it's coming at you at quite a high speed.
Guys, we've got incoming. Yeah, I'm not slowing down, literally just as fast as I can.
Oh, they're not going to be as good as us, are we? We're the best of the best.
Okay, so above you, the battle rages between the Y-wings and the
I've just been given a reroll with the Lutz kill Vader, screw up continuity.
Do it.
I don't think I'm that good.
And the dark ties. They're also shooting at the gun turrets, which are also shooting at you. So new rounds. First of all, you're getting shot at by the gun turrets. They go first. So everyone make Starfighter piloting rolls. So this is your first action.
Again, can I kind of, if I make it slightly harder on myself, can I maintain just full velocity?
Yes.
Bad roll. I've got
Okay.
one on the wide eye.
How many D does that cost me?
Yeah, same D, but the difficulty for you is going to be higher.
Okay.
39.
Okay.
That's not a great roll. 31.
Got 25 and one on the wide eye.
Straight 30.
Okay, Rog. You need to re-roll that, or you're going to hit something.
Okay.
Or be hit.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty bad roll. There was quite a few ones.
And that's your re-roll.
That's a lot better. Mm.
Well, you know,
40.
it helps you still be alive for the killing Vader.
I'm going to need more. I'm going to need some more D6.
Oh, Jesus, was
That's not
40
good.
not enough?
No, not for you.
Oh,
That's for later.
He's going to need more D6 for Vader.
Yeah, Ranger Squadron, I've just hurt my knee. I'm just going to have to go home, okay?
Took an hour
Put the
to
sweats
the
in this pilot outfit. I've got to go.
Oh, Jim's just been given another reroll.
Excellent. Right. Okay. Oh no, there they are. Right. Fun. Gun turrets open up on you. You spin, you swerve, you duck. The dark tie behind you that had been damaged gets clipped by friendly fire because it'd been ionized, it'd already taken damage. It hits the side of it, it spins, whacks against the wall, and then kind of spins again into the lava, creating two things. Again, another spray of rock and metal from the wall, but also a kind of shoot of lava comes up from the ground. Now,
everyone's
deep
in front
freeze,
of it apart from me.
Deep freeze. You don't need to make a roll because you're kind of accelerated at quite a pace. But the rest of you, I want more Starship piloting rolls.
I thought it was just going to be me.
No.
Everyone is determined for me to kill Vader. I've just been given another reroll.
You need to do it.
I will say for the record that if this Vader person, I don't know who that is, comes into play, I will remind everyone that he is an NPC,
a Sith Lord,
with character points and dark side points and force points.
What do force points do again?
Force points double your dice pool.
I thought force points meant prizes.
We need Brucey here to give us a bonus.
Right, so we're rolling at -1 on the on the roll for dodging the dark tie, the Tritus.
The wreckage coming from the wall and what's the word I'm looking for? The shoot of lava that comes up from it crashing into the river below.
Everyone rolls that dodge?
38.
Everyone except Deep Freeze, who had opted to go full speed and had a harder roll earlier.
Oh, come on.
27.
Yeah, that's fine.
Worse than before. Got 21 and 1 on the wild die.
Someone give Eve a reroll, please. Oh dear.
What about Ray?
Give me a second. Did you get? Dan and Jim have just swapped places.
I think Jim already had one, but Eve's just been given one.
Eve, don't have reroll, mate.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Ray, what did you get?
38.
Yeah, you're fine.
Eve's just been given another one.
Save that one for later.
Yeah, I'm going to need it.
Oh my god!
I've just used my Jedi points and swap places with Dan. Yeah, right. Okay, Darth Vader. Yeah. He gets a poorly throat and goes home.
Moved you back.
Just really need to hope that Vader, when he turns up, just before he does anything, just rolls a 1 on the wild die and crashes.
It's that only chance, isn't it?
Just rolls cuts
all
out.
the ones.
Okay, 38.
Much better. Okay, you're fine. Right, so we're still in the same combat round.
One extra reroll. That's great. Thanks, guys.
Pulsar, Deep Freeze, continue to press forward, dodging the gun turrets and everything else that's being thrown at them. Do you want to, Wraith and Sparks, do you want to do the same plan as before? You've still got a dark tie there.
Yeah, I'm going to have like 3D to shoot with, but...
So does Wraith want to do the all-out dodge again? But saying that, he's down -2, D.
No, I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to try and shoot him.
Okay, so, to do that, you need to maneuver behind him.
Okay.
So, you're already at... Sorry, you've done 2 actions already, so that's -1D.
-2, isn't it, for the third one?
Yeah, so now you're on -2. So by the time you get to shooting at him, you're going to be at -3.
Oof.
You can do it. Okay. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll go for it. Yeah, we'll go
for it. So first of all, make that Starfighter piloting roll.
Oh. 23.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good. Right. Now you get to fire.
I'll also be taking a shot with my action while he's dodging.
Yep. Yep.
I'm almost certainly not going to hit, but I might as well take the chance.
Give it a go.
So that's a 14.
It's a no.
Because I was down to 3D plus 2 with all the penalties.
Wraith?
9, 13.
Was one of those.
Don't forget you're on minus 3D. Also, what are you shooting with? Because if it's your ion cannons or torpedoes, it's only 1D fire control.
Torps have 2D, ion cannons have 1D.
I'll roll again.
Oh, sorry, 2D.
I'm gonna go with ion cannons.
Okay, so it's just 1D fire control.
Ion cannons have the advantage that when you miss, you don't blow chunks out of the wall next to our friends up ahead.
But they do make a cool
27.
Sorry?
Once you pull up, I am intending to launch a proton torpedo
27
up this guy's.
is actually worthy of a dodge. Now, for me, unless anyone wants to correct me, this is only my second action.
I don't know what they've been doing. So I haven't been telling
I had to dodge the lava and the rocks as well. So this is my second action to dodge. So this is a minus 1D. What did you get?
27.
Yeah, I've definitely passed that. Sorry. So you miss. You were shooting with you're shooting with ion cannons. They strafe by. The Dark TIE Fighter. It's the Dark Fighter's turn. I am going to make an ability roll. I'm going to spend a character point.
Dark TIE Fighter crashes into the lava and dies.
He does the same thing, except rather than go down and slow down so you pass over him, he spins up so his cockpit is facing down towards your cockpit, kind of angles himself so that you're flying under him as he then goes down behind you. So he's trying to strafe shoot you, which he does. So then he's going to shoot you.
Which one?
So I'm kind of working on the grounds that, and I'm going to go for Wraith. So I'm working on the turn. So this will be your fourth.
It'll be minus 4 die on the
Yeah,
on the
you'll be on
defense.
minus 4D for your dodge, and I'm at minus 3. I'm spending character point. Right, you're definitely going to need to make a dodge.
I'm gonna. Okay.
That sounds like that was a lot of roll-ups.
I spent a character point and then just rolled 2 6s in a row. On the wild die as well, so.
Well, I've got a 6 in the wild dice, followed up by 1.
Don't forget, you're at minus 4D.
Yes, I know, yeah. I'm rolling 3 dice. That's 19.
Okay, I'm afraid that's not going to do it. You've been hit, and you've been hit by a torpedo.
Oof.
Oh
dear.
There's another reroll for Lutz with.
It's the hashtag Vader must die.
Yes.
No pressure.
As this torpedo hits Wraith, you get over the comms. This is New Hope. We have lost the signal. Repeat, we have lost the signal. We've been making a quick dig into the intelligence to see what we can find. And we've noticed that there was also an advanced model of TIE Fighter being built here for some sort of specialist cyborg pilot. Don't know if that helps. Anyway, damage for Right, you get your hull.
Hype, or...
You get your hull and your shields on this. No minuses, just a straight soak.
How much full and shields do I get?
So that's
Sorry?
5d total.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll well, because he's probably rolling 90.
I am rolling 90.
24.
Not bad on
That was good.
5d. Not enough, but...
Okay, you are heavily damaged.
Okay.
Ouchie.
Well, your hyperdrive is blown.
Oh, you don't need that.
No.
Could have been
So
worse.
behind you, well, no, let's make it a little bit more Star Warsy. So this dark tie does this basically flip, slows down. Its cockpit is above your cockpit. It angles itself and basically strafe fires at you with a torpedo, and then it pulls down behind you. It hits your astromech droid. Behind you, there's a scream, and that basically blows its lid, and smoke and flame pours out of it as it takes a heavy blow. Report down your comms that you've lost your R unit.
Oh.
Ouch.
Right, so new round. Everyone make a starfighter piloting roll. As a Y-wing drops out of the sky above you.
Yep.
Is this to dodge it, or is this us dodging?
This is to dodge it.
Do we all need to make one?
You all need to make it.
This is a new round, right? I'm not rolling
Yeah,
on like
no, we're on a
minus
new round,
30
we're on a new
dice. Well, I'd be rolling on minus like 4 or something.
So it's basically for Rog is dodging the Y-wing. The rest of you are dodging the lava that's kind of blows up behind it as it
again,
hits the stream of lava.
If I make it harder for myself, can I just kind of try and, as it's crashing down, kind of tuck under it and keep going again?
Okay.
Roger's all about the mission right now.
Speed is key.
29.
Sorry?
29.
Yep, you're good.
Shit, 1 on the wild die.
Why is it you guys keep on saying these things as I'm taking a drink?
24.
Okay, that's good.
I don't suppose anyone wants to throw me a reroll so that I don't crash and die. Yeah.
41.
No, don't give him a reroll. Yeah, Roger, fine. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm kind of
swing
assuming
under
it
this
kind of
Y-wing as it crashes
comes down
to its
as like
death
a-
and doom, splashing out lava behind it as the rest of the X-wings have to spread out. Have you got a reroll?
Someone watching Twitch, do I have a
Colin's
reroll?
got a reroll, yes.
Yes. Just
Okay,
give
better
him
reroll.
Thank you.
This campaign is costly in rerolls, right? Garblag rolls.
Really is.
I didn't know there were that
I
many
believe
people
there is
with
a lot
Goblet Rose, but
versus
that's
Vader vote going on.
Slight improvement on the actual total on the roll as well, so 31.
fantastic. You dodge.
It was like
Okay.
28, but a 1 on the wild die.
There is currently a prediction at the moment for who would win versus myself and Faith.
I think I know
30
where
nil
I'd
as well.
predict that to go, but
I know where I'd predict that to go, but I'm not allowed to vote.
you can do
So-
it. Just maybe not on foot.
So the dark,
Lightsaber combat would be over very quickly.
another dark TIE fighter has come down and taken the place of the one that was destroyed. So now we find ourselves with Deep Freeze and Pulsar ahead.
Yeah.
Now with Wraith and Sparks a little bit behind, well, a bit further behind, and then a dark tie and another dark tie behind them. Okay.
We've pulled them back far enough behind the other two, I think. Probably it makes sense. I'm going to go all-out dodge, just try and keep going towards the target now.
Cool. Wraith, are you going to be a hero as well?
to
Basically, you two are taking these blows for the team. You're taking them for the team.
Pretty much, we are tanking for the other two so they can get a clean shot of the target.
Yeah.
That is basically what we're doing here, and I'm fully aware of
Heroes
it.
of the rebellion.
So,
Aaron say maybe Dash will come in, shoot Vader, and cause him to spin off.
that would
Dash.
be classic, yep.
so will you?
Yeah.
So can Wraith and Spark roll their dodge starflight pilotings to dodge and add 17 or more to their total?
We're at -1D because it's our second action.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You know, maybe you should remind me of these things because I'd forgotten.
What's second action?
42 with the plus 17.
Yes.
I was going to say 30
plus
with
17.
Yeah.
No, yeah. That'll be 47.
So I was worried there. 30 with a plus
47 and 42.
47, 42.
All right. Okay. So both my dark ties are at -1D because one had to dodge like the rest of you, and the other one's just joined the fight, and his other action was basically to kind of fly down and be en route as well. So I'm at -1D. My first one's going to roll.
Police Forever says, Dan, after your last campaign, I've saved up my Garblag Groats and refused to use them until now.
Yeah, he did kind of give me all of his Garblag Groats in the last campaign. The problem with the last one was because I was the one pilot for the ship, so if I fucked up a piloting rolls, it was kind of a TPK.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Whereas if we fuck up a piloting roll in this, the rest of the squadron carries on.
Can take it, yeah. That completely missed. Wraith, the new one, who's got character points to spend. I'm not going to bother spending them because there's a miss as well. So these weapons kind of shoot around you, but misses as you dodge and weave and duck. Rog, your targeting computer kind of comes up in front of you. You know, you get that thing, you put it down in front of your eyes, and you kind of twist the knob on the end in a little bit black box. And you can see where the chute is supposed to be, but again, there's this fog kind of in the way.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
And then, bearing down on you is a TIE advance coming the other way.
Oh, so it's coming from in front rather than behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the same round.
Fly really close underneath him with your line up in there. Yeah.
And it's take me closer so I can hit it with my sword.
Jousting.
I believe.
Someone just posted in the Discord a GIF of Darth Vader coming in, riding on top of his TIE, lightsaber drawn. So yes, jousting.
We all, just for the description, in case people aren't aware, a TIE Advanced is the TIE fighter that we see in Star Wars: A New Hope, when Darth Vader is flying his TIE fighter in the trench run. It's got that sphere section of the TIE fighter. It's got a kind of wide section on the back where there's where's the hyperdrive and fuel tanks are. It's kind of flat and pokes out behind, kind of extending that engine area. And then it's got two long wings on each side, which are kind of curved and bent on the edges inwards. It's an advanced prototype. It's called the Advanced TIE Fighter, and it's bearing down on deep freeze. I do not. What's the word I'm looking for? I cannot say yes or no if it is Darth Vader. It might be. You never know. But you can't see it. It's got a black copy. You don't know who's in there. This TIE Fighter.
You wouldn't recognise Darth Vader anyway. So
if it's coming from in front,
next question, yeah.
If it's coming from in front, I'm assuming we're going to pass pretty quickly because of the speed.
Next round. Yeah, but you've got an action before he does.
Okay,
So
well,
what do you want to do?
first things first, I think my deflector shields are getting relocated.
Okay, that will require a roll.
Okay, what do I need?
You're
to
not
roll?
just going to launch a torp straight at the thing as it's coming in.
It's a
Boom.
starfighter shield roll, or starship shields.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
So that's just a flat roll. That's not going to be hard, but I'm making you make a roll because it's in a combat situation. You're doing it as quickly as possible. So for 15 or more.
Yeah, 10, 19, 19.
Okay. So you bring the deflect shields forward. So that's your second action for this round.
Is it? What's my first?
Your first one was dodging the WEG as it fell out of the sky above your head. So do you want to take a shot at this advanced TIE fighter?
Nope. I am just planning on going as quickly as I can. I'm not dropping my speed to kind of pull up to aim.
In which case, it is taking a shot at you.
So that's a 15D attack.
I don't
quite.
This is Scion levels of dice now, I think.
It's Darth
Right, please stay with me as I do my maths. Right, okay. Oh gosh, that's a 6 on my wild die.
Yeah. How many epics in Starfighter gunnery?
10, 20.
Yeah. That.
31.
We're getting a lot of Star Wars gifs on the Discord. We've just had from Millie Darth Vader saying the Force is strong with this one.
Okay.
Trench
You need to make a dodge roll.
Yeah. It's as if he was.
You're at minus 1D because.
Okay, what's he firing?
He is firing a torpedo at you.
Torpedoes.
Yeah, well, pretty close range. So this was a hard roll for him. Or it, or she, you don't know.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my rerolls because that is lots of 1s and 2s.
Okay.
That's a lot better.
You
I
feel
need another dice.
The an aura of the dark side is on this TIE fighter.
$54.
Bloody hell!
Wow. What?
Yeah, that's a lot of 5. I've got 3 6s in a row and then a 5.
No, that is fine. That's fine. So, you dodge 56 or more to hit. His third action is to shoot again. Right. And I'm spending a force point.
If you make it out this, you're going to be the only one taking the shot because he is just going to come down the trench and wipe out the rest of the squad.
Funnily enough, he seems to be concentrating on the force user.
For now, but as I say, if he survives this...
Force point doubles the roll, so...
Yeah, so I'm at minus 3D.
I'm assuming I can't use a force point?
No, because you've already dodged. But you can opt to make another roll, but you're going to be at minus 3D, but you're doubling your existing dice pool. Which is why I've opted to, because I've got a higher dice pool than you do, from a mechanics point of view. So I'm rolling my pool twice.
So you double it after subtracting the 3 or before subtracting the 3?
So basically, if I've got...
You work out what your dice pool would have been and then
double it. Yes, thank you. Cool. Okay, so that's more than 57.
I suspect it is with that many dice. Okay.
Force is strong with this one.
Can I use force points on tanking it?
I'm afraid not.
Darth
Pause.
Vader is actually having to pay attention to kill this one.
Yeah.
Right, so it hits. Luckily, because of your successful shield roll, you're going to be able to use your shield to take this impact. Oh, see, this is the one problem I have with this. Does anyone want to give me a reroll for this damage roll?
No, you don't.
Does anyone want to give me a reroll for this damage roll?
No.
Anyone at all?
No one wants to give him a reroll. We want Lutz the M to kill Darth Vader.
Everyone's willing for the dogfight afterwards, I think.
Yeah.
People are literally saying no.
Nope.
Silence in chat. Oh, wait.
Oh shit, you've just been given one.
Oh, thank you. Is that Pop? Thank you. Right.
Someone posted traitor gif in Discord.
You, Lando.
You, Lando. Right, okay. Oh, much better. Okay, you need to roll your soak.
What is it, 4D for the X-Wing?
Yes, whoever gave...
5D total.
5D total with your shield.
Oh, do you only get one dice for putting all your shields at the front?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's 4D hull plus 1.
Whoever gave me the reroll, the force is strong with that one.
Okay,
thank you.
I'm going to use one of mine because I rolled a 1 on the wild.
He is clearly with the dark side.
He's left himself down. He's left his family down.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Hashtag Team Vader.
It's not going to be enough to tank a torpedo.
Don't forget that it's a damage table. So unless you have rolled insanely bad, you're still gonna take a message and you're in a vehicle. So the damage might not be
30.
It's not bad.
Nice.
It's not
6
bad.
on the wild die again.
Yeah.
I think that just means
Stay on target.
okay. Yeah, lightly damaged.
My tracking
Nice.
computer. No.
You mean that thing that wouldn't work anyway?
Oh no, I think the tracking computer works.
The ship loses 1D from its shield code.
I don't know what that means.
It means
sure.
You have no
How many
shields.
You have no shields.
Oh, do we only
You just
get
blew
one
your
on
shields
that?
out.
Yeah. You have no dice remaining in your shields pool.
Okay.
Okay. So this first torpedo misses. You dodge it. Second one seems to spin round and then impacts directly on the nose of your X-wing, shattering the shields, hitting the front, sending a chunk of metal away. But the X-wing rocks violently, but you're still able to hold the controls together. And now you're about to collide with a TIE fighter, with a TIE Advance. Right, so new round. What do we want to do?
I want to fly straight past the TIE fighter.
How far are we behind Lutz?
Probably pretty far now because I've been going hell for leather.
Yeah, he's going for hell for leather, and then it's
As
Then it
much
was
as I'd love
Pulsar.
to say, you're right
Pulsar
behind
behind
me and can certainly help. No, I'm probably
the only
quite on my
person
own.
who
Pulsar
might
might
be
be able
able
to.
to help is Pulsar. So if Pulsar
Yeah.
wants to engage this TIE Advance, he can, but at a bit of a distance, so it'll be slightly difficult to hear him. But Sparks and Wraith, you still have two dark TIE fighters to worry about as well.
I think for now I'm still going all out dodge, trying to make up some distance, because if Deep Freeze and Pulsar can't get the hit in, then we need to follow it up.
Yeah, okay. What about you, Wraith? The same?
Yeah.
Okay. So the guns, they've stopped on the turrets above you.
It's almost like they don't want to blow up their boss.
So you don't have to worry about that. So it's just a straight out roll.
I see nothing.
Add 17. Basically, we'll split, rather than take it in turn, we'll split this into kind of a two-part battle combat. The Y-Wings are still fighting off the rest of them above, but we'll kind of do Wraith and Sparks first, and then we'll do Pulsar and Deep Freeze.
Yep.
46.
For what?
Bloody hell.
It's an all-out dodge.
It is an all-out dodge,
Oh,
yeah. So I'm sunk in my chair.
And a reasonable roll. Yeah, I got 29 on the dice, which is reasonable. And then I had 17, which makes it very hard to hit someone.
$46.
Okay, well, 2 46s. Right, so these
Makes it easy.
These dark ties are going to take shots at you. No minuses because they're also on their first action. First one at Wraith.
Comedy no?
So that's one on my wild die.
Comedy no.
The shot.
Hits Darth Vader.
He was using his guns. And they just seen it. You see this energy, and it's almost as if the blaster energy kind of flops out of the tube, and then the gun kind of fizzles and cracks. And there's definitely the cycling down of energy on that gun. Next up is the one on Sparks. This one hasn't spent any character points, but I'm going to try. No. Misses as well. Almost though. Almost.
Yeah, these guys are good.
Could I do that with the second action? I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again with this one. With the second action, so -1D.
Okay.
That was almost all the ones. It was a 6 on my wild die, but even if I roll it and just get a 2, that's still no. So this other shot
with another one on the wild die, the two of them just kind of go blah, 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 crunch.
Right. Rog, Eve, Deep Freeze, and Pulsar. I would say this will probably be you've got 2 more rounds. No, 1 more round. And then the next round you'll be able to make a shot at the chemical pipe.
Okay, so I've passed Vader now, right?
No, this is the bit that you need to roll to pass. So I want a starfighter piloting roll to basically pass him and not collide with him.
Because funnily enough, he's a little bit, what was the word you used earlier?
Well, I don't think he's going to plan on ramming me. I think it's
no, he was planning on you being shrapnel by this point.
So yeah, this is just me flying on, trying to get past him without.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It'll be one way of taking out Vader.
The mixed bag. $39.
Absolutely no problem. Because you are such an expert pilot and a member of Ranger Squadron, the elite X-Wing force of the Rebel Alliance, do you also want to opt to take a shot as you fly by?
What I'd quite like to do is kind of fly as if I'm going to go under him at the last second, release a torpedo into the lava to send it up right in front of him, and then jink to the basically barrel roll over the top of it.
I like it.
Ooh.
What would be the desired outcome of that?
Basically, to make him pull out of the trench, because obviously, a torpedo detonating within the lava is going to send up a hell of a shoot.
Okay, mate.
I'm basically trying to force Vader out.
Okay, yeah, I like it. Okay,
force the mysterious pilot out of the trench.
Basically, you're forcing him to take his actions, getting back into position, which will give you the chance to take the shot.
Take the shot.
And if he gets hit by lava, well, sucks to be him.
Somehow I don't foresee that happening, but
so I don't know how shooting lava works.
Well, it's not going to be. I think it's going to be.
Old Uncle Mojo thinks he's going to have flashbacks.
it's going to be more down to the amount of damage you do. So roll to hit is an easy roll because you're basically shooting the floor. So 12 or more. This is your
the floor.
second action, so minus 1d. And I assume
Fire
you're shooting with
What's
it's fire control
2D.
1d from
2D on
torpedo.
torps.
I'm pretty sure Vader has
Why do I keep
2D
on
on
saying
torps.
1d?
2D on torps, 1D on the.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
1D
Yeah,
on the
that's what I'm
ion
thinking
cannons.
of.
As a single action, can you fire a pair of torpedoes, or is that
Just the one.
okay?
Because the linked fire rules are broken. They are
Is
so
Vader
broken.
Is
I'm
Vader
pretty
going
sure
to
that's
get a Vietnam style
Okay,
sort
well,
of
I hit the lava quite
mind roll now
convincingly.
as he flashes back to the lava.
pretty sure Darth Vader can deal easily with
Yeah, he
with
doesn't like lava.
right?
He's scared of lava.
Wait.
Well, I had to go over him because you've got to have the high ground.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, you went there. All right.
In my perspective, yeah, he's the better pilot.
All right, roll for damage.
Okay, so what's it? 9D, yeah.
Yes.
9D against the lava.
You can't use character points or force points, can you?
No.
You just want to force point the detonating the lava. I will kill this lava. I know that's not what you're trying to do, but I'm just amused by the idea of it's like,
34.
Nice idea. It's original. I like it. Sorry.
34.
All right. Okay. This you flip. You go over. You shoot the torpedo at the lava. The lava erupts, spraying it everywhere. Darth Vader.
Plus, I'm going to be flying away from an
advanced.
explosion in slow motion.
of course you will.
And
does have to
very
dodge
skilled
out of the way.
pilot.
Okay, so
unfortunately,
it's
we don't have someone in front of you to be recording it properly. So what you'll actually get on the recording is the view as the TIE Advance spins up out the way and the lava goes up in slow motion, because of course Pulsar's R2 unit can do slow motion filming.
Yeah, and while it's on, the aviators are going on. Looks like things got heated.
Millie's gave the lava dodge roll.
So the lava does explode. It erupts around this TIE Advance. The TIE Advance kind of spins out and corkscrews around the lava. It does go out of the trench. It does start to go out towards the trench. It does have the opportunity to get a quick pot shot at one of the slower targets before it does so. Pulsar.
Oof.
You've got the next action. Do you want to take a shot at this TIE Advanced as it kind of comes out of the lava, or do you want to hold your action for when you get shot at by the TIE Advanced as it comes out of the lava?
Top.
Top the lava and make it explode.
I'm tempted.
Iron cannon, he'll have a stroke.
Iron cannon Darth Vader.
Sorry.
Oh god, can you
Iron
imagine
cannon Darth Vader, he'll have
Just shut down Darth Vader. It wouldn't actually probably work because we've seen he can absorb energy, but
Yeah.
Oh, that's genius.
I'm gonna take a shot at him.
You're going to take a shot.
do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well,
Go
because why
on.
not? Because why
Use
not?
all your character points. Go on.
You could use your force point.
Use your
You
force
could
point.
use your force point, yeah.
Do it. Use your force point. Kill Darth Vader.
Yes.
You want to spend a force point?
Let's do
You've
that.
only got the one.
Go on,
Do
Pulsar.
it.
Let's be sport and do it.
Go
So
for
that's
it. Right, so that doubles your dice pool.
That doubles your dice pool, and you haven't rolled anything yet. So
yeah. So that's normally
But oh, now here's a question. Does it double you with your maneuverability?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm going to say for now, yes, because it's fun. I'll go back and check that rule at a later date. So yeah, don't forget to add your fire control as well. We'll double that as well.
+2 from the fire control, and then roll it all twice.
And you've just been given a reroll, as have you, Colin.
Awesome.
Both of you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's a 7 base.
And Jim.
14D
Yeah.
to hit Darth Vader.
So I actually need to get an extra die from another pool of die because I don't have enough.
What are you shooting him with?
Torpedoes.
Okay.
Cause why
2D
not?
fire control. I remembered this time.
Because we want to make sure if this hits. Let's face it, the dark ties
Sort
just
of
take
dice.
our lasers and just suck it up. So
And we know, well,
we have no
okay,
particular
ties have
reason to
shields.
think that this thing is any.
Yeah, I mean, this fancy tie is clearly a very good pilot.
And probably have as
I haven't
shield
counted
armor
yet, but
as
there's
tough as
already
the dark ties.
There's already 5 6s and 3 5s.
Oh, yes.
That's like a good thing. Okay, let me put that into multiple of 10s.
I wonder how many force points Darth Vader's got.
More than us.
More than
I'll
us,
tell you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably more than all of us combined, I think.
All right, now I can try to count.
I don't think we're going to bleed him out of force points before we run out of, blood.
Torpedoes.
63.
I think that's probably the highest roll of the game.
I think it is. Well, maybe with the exception of the one that hit Roger, which beat a 56, and you didn't tell us what it was.
Yeah.
Maybe so
But-
far until Darth Vader an hour old.
Right, so
No,
I am
no.
going to try and roll to dodge.
From the
Now,
orbits.
I am already at minus. No, I'm not any minuses because I hit the
Minus
lava,
one?
didn't
Oh,
I?
no, you had to dodge the lava, didn't you?
I did have to look to larger. So, yes, minus 1d because this is my second action. What was it? 60.
63.
Oh, if only it was 66.
Order 66. That would have been very appropriate.
The awesome. Right, okay.
Though to be fair, that probably needs to be targeting you, Roger.
Oh, wow, that's a 1 on my wild die.
Oh,
And that's a d10 by accident, sorry.
Stop cheating.
Wait, what?
That's right, like it. Okay, that's better.
We're
It's one
supposed
thing
to be using
mistaking
D10s?
8s and 10s, but 6s and 10s. Come on.
Right. Okay. So I've rolled 1 on the wild die. As the GM, I will opt to take away my highest dice. You hit him.
Right.
Yeah.
Roll for damage.
Go on,
Okay,
Pulsar.
What's the
9D.
9D.
Yes, nine sixes, I believe in you.
And there is a wild die in this. So just keep rolling 6s, like 15 6s. That'd be lovely.
Okay, so 9 die.
Just keep rolling sixes
Let's
until you
make
get
that count.
66.
I'm not sure I can get that
like
high.
90.
Yeah. No 6s on the white die. No 1 either. Okay, so that's.
Remember, you've got rerolls if it's not great.
It is 34.
Oh, it's not bad.
Sorry.
Character points.
You
I'll
can't.
spend character points or force points on damage.
Yeah, I'd be
Go on,
happy to
Fred.
just
Can
disable
reroll.
the ship or something.
Hey, you hit him. That's a pretty boss achievement.
You hit him.
Yeah, achievement unlocked. Hit Vader.
Yep.
Damage.
Millie says, dice Vader.
Oh, shit.
That sounds good.
You have severely damaged it.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
Right. I'm not going to tell you what happens.
Fine. No, that's cool.
Does he tip the wall and
I've got an
spin?
idea. So, new round.
Okay.
Wraith. Not Wraith, sorry. Deep Freeze. You can see this chemical fog in front of you as this chemical shoot, like spilling out all this waste, all this liquid hitting the lava and then causing kind of natural misty barrier in front of the target. Don't forget, you've got 2 Dark TIE fighters above you. The advanced TIE fighter has been hit. It is coming out of the lava chute. It then gets hit by Pulsar. The impact is quite significant. You can see one of the wings comes off and spins away.
Oh no, I'm focusing on the now. I don't see any of this.
It crackles with energy, and something else seems to be happening, which I'll go into in a minute. So, who wants to go first? You guys get to go first. What do you want to do?
Got Pulsar, finish him.
Go on, Pulsar.
I definitely think Pulsar should go first.
All right.
So we failed to destroy the Dark Side project, but we killed Darth Vader. I wonder what that'll do to the plotline.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try to let's try to shoot again. Yeah. This time, project for laser for torpedoes again.
Do it.
I think it may make sense to go for lasers this time.
Do it.
Torpedoes.
Yeah, I don't have a force point this time, so.
Yep. Lasers do have an extra die fire control.
Yeah.
Do you have another force point?
No, we got only one.
Only the force sensitive has 2.
You're special. You get 2.
But you also fall to the dark side easier, which is actually a bit irrelevant for this campaign. Because with the West End game system, you are naturally considered the good guys, and for every time you do an evil act, you get a dark side point. You then roll a d6. If you roll under the amount of dark side points you get, you give your character to the DM. That's it. End of. It's pretty harsh.
Wow, you can fall to the dark side quite easily.
Yeah.
I've got 31 to hit.
Okay. I will try and dodge. But I'm going to do something else.
Try and dodge with his half a TIE fighter.
GM?
No.
Half a TIE fighter.
That's success. So you hit the TIE fighter. But what happens is the cockpit door blows off. And this black robed figure who, it's Darth Vader.
It's Darth Vader, right? Yeah.
Force jumps out of the TIE Advanced. This kind of flapping and billowing of a cloak. His TIE Advanced disintegrates into a ball of flame. You actually destroyed it the turn before. It was about to basically break apart around him, so he had to bail out, and then you've basically just done him for another one as you've destroyed this his precious TIE Advanced. So he's not happy as he force jumps out of his TIE Advanced, ignites his lightsaber, the red blade shooting out, and he lands on the hull of your X-wing.
Oops.
So Darth Vader, cloak billowing in the wind behind him, one hand tearing into the hull behind you, red lightsaber kind of above his head, starts swinging.
Emergency brake.
At the hull behind you. So we'll get back to what happens to Pulsar.
Jesus.
You made him angry. Made Darth Vader angry.
Me? Why?
Okay, so.
But normally he's such a calm and collected individual.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Deep freeze. If you don't mind,
to
I'll
be fair,
come to you last.
Don't think we like him anyway.
I think you're going to take.
That's not the point.
So Wraith and Sparks, what do you want to do?
All out dodge, carrying along the trench.
Are we
Vader off Pulsar.
To help Pulsar?
Sorry?
Are we anywhere near Pulsar to help him?
You're behind him. You can shoot if you want. But bear in mind,
a man-sized target on a
can I
moving
make a
starfighter.
piloting roll and sort of thrust into Pulsar or just above him and try to sort of knock Darth Vader off with my X-Wing?
Or you could shoot him with a torpedo.
You can. It's not going to be easy because basically he's two sizes smaller
Coordinating
than you on
between the two
scale.
of you is going to be very, very, very
So
hard.
not only is he harder to hit, but he gets X amount of Ds plus to his dodge roll.
There's currently a poll on the chat.
But give it a go if you want. I'm
Yeah,
genuinely, you give it a go.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's the poll on the chat going on now?
There's a Pulsar versus Vader poll on the chat right now.
To be fair, so far you are coming out ahead. You've destroyed his ship. He hasn't destroyed yours yet.
Well, yeah. I mean, ship versus ship. I mean, I might have a chance.
Actually, if I hit Pulsar's ship, I hit
Not
him as well.
sure,
No,
but
not
we'll
really.
see.
Please roll a 1 on your world die. Please roll a 1 on your world die. And no one give him.
I've got one left.
Amazing. He's got a lot reroll left, doesn't he? Well, what someone has?
No, I have
one on
left.
the wild die.
No.
I think you do have a reroll left, Jim. We all got given rerolls.
I really
relatively
hope
recently.
you do.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Roll that again.
Okay. Right. Oh, right. Okay. 5. 31.
Okay. I'm gonna dodge. So as you are, oh god, I'm gonna find scale rules.
Surely I've got the high ground though, so he has to fall in the lava.
You do, but with
It's
the
over,
decent-
Dan. He has the high ground.
So your 3 scales high. 2 person,
2, I think.
person, vehicle. Yeah, 2. So 2 plus 2d to my dodge. I'm already at -1 because this is my second action.
I kind of feel there should be some more penalties in there for incredibly unstable footing.
He's Darth Vader.
Yes, which is why he could even consider doing this. I still think there should be some more penalties.
I'm going to
in
be
there.
spending. Don't worry, I'm going to be spending a lot of character points. Yes, I am. There's one.
So who said we couldn't get through his pool of character points?
So Wraith, you're about to hit him.
He switches ships.
He switches ships. Your X-wing. So basically you bring it down, and then he jumps. What part of his ship were you gonna hit him with?
It was going to have to be the nose, weren't it?
You kind of bring your nose down onto the back of. He was basically just behind the astromech droid. You bring your nose down to kind of bump him. You almost get him, but he jumps onto it and then runs up the nose of your ship, and he's going to bring his lightsaber down on you. But that's for his round. In the meantime,
the target number to hit me is now 48.
48. So what I'll do is I'll do the 2 dark ties. Which, funnily enough,
I think they're both going to target me.
They're going to both shoot you because they don't want to shoot the boss.
Funny that.
Actually,
Funny.
Hold on.
If he misses me with his lightsaber, I'm taking him into the lava.
Yeah, they will try and shoot you both. That wouldn't make sense in my head.
Sure.
And then we'll do Darth Vader, and then if
and then we'll see who's left alive.
If Deep Freeze doesn't mind, we'll do his roll last because basically he's going to be shooting at the port, so that kind of makes sense. So first one, did you say the roll was, Sparks? Sorry, Sparks, what was the roll?
48.
Oh Jesus! No.
All-out defense makes you very, very hard to hit.
Ooh.
Against someone of equal skill, you've got a very low chance.
Ooh, close though. I got it into the high 30s. No, so okay, they both.
Yeah. My
launched with
actual
a hail
dodge
fire.
roll was 31. I can't dodge them so well. if I'm actually.
And then
going to do anything else.
we'll do Darth Vader. Wraith. Darth Vader runs up the kind of nose of your X-wing, looks at kind of. You see his cybernetic hand. Well, you don't know, but his gloved hand kind of ram down on the hull of the ship and kind of grip it, and the metal bends, like it kind of bends into his fingers, so he's holding tight. He looks at you, and you begin to feel. It looks at you through the cockpit, and you begin to feel a sensation around your neck.
Can I take? Can I use a force point and just take him down into the lava, or take him down to the floor?
I'm afraid you've done your. Okay.
Basket.
You've done your thing. So I'm going to basically try and force choke you. Roll your strength. You're absorbing damage.
Can you use the force point?
I know, because you're making an absorption roll.
Oh, okay.
But the damage isn't that much.
What's that, Wraith? You have 6 strength.
I've got 4D. So
he's got the high strength, you see.
Okay,
so
that's a lot better
he's
than
pretty
mine.
yeah, he's pretty tough.
Yeah, I think mine's 2.
He's a tough
mine's
SOB.
2.
Okay,
16.
yeah. You are just stunned. So you've soaked it. You're not dead. In fact, that was pretty good for what he got. So you're just kind of and you're just stunned. So at the moment, just -1d to all your current actions. Right. Okay. So bit of narrative time. The X-wings have flown down the trench. Prototype TIE fighters coming in. TIE advance. Gun battle happening overhead. Above you, the Y-wings are still battling. The gun turrets have gone silent. And then Deep Freeze's targeting computer identifies the target ahead. What do you do?
I turn off my targeting computer.
Use the force.
Take a deep breath.
No, I'm turning off my targeting computer.
That's your action.
I'm going to use the force and try and do it.
Spend the force point.
Okay. You're going to use a force point?
Yes.
Okay. You've done no actions.
I have no idea how hard a shot this is.
I'm not going to tell you, but it's a very small tube, and it's got a natural fog barrier in front of it. So I do recommend you spend that force point.
The force point, yeah.
You're rolling your full dice pool, plus your
I'm using the force, not fire control. So
you switched off your computer.
So
okay.
I'll replace my fire control of 2 with my force of 1.
I'll allow it. It's not exactly in the rules, but why not?
Okay.
Right. Sure.
It's fun.
I'll
and
take
then double it.
if you want me to.
And then double it.
So do you have voices in your head? I say, use the force, Lutz.
No, but I'm kind of reaching out, thinking back to all of the memories of my training back in the tent.
Anakin could do it. Anakin could do it.
The irony. I imagine that's probably a lot of dice he's rolling now.
Only 12.
12 doubled though.
Oh, no.
Oh no, 12 in total.
Yeah.
no, Andy says voice in head. Use the reroll, Lutz.
It's looking quite tempting to use the reroll. 43.
No, that's still a heroic roll.
I'm going to use a reroll because that wasn't a particularly great roll.
Go for it.
Okay, that's better. $51.
You've disappeared off camera, Jim.
Not sure Jim is at his computer.
51. That's
51 will do it. Okay, so you take a deep breath. Your fingers over the fire control, over the trigger of your torpedo launchers. You see the target. You kind of go. The torpedo launchers kind of lean back in your chair from the recoil of it being fired, and this torpedo goes through the smoke. It's then the smoke clears around as the torpedo goes, and you see it dive into the chemical tube, waste chemical tube unit, and starts heading in. And then, literally a matter of seconds later,
I will kind of give the warning to the
palace in the background starts erupting in explosion. Everyone make starfighter piloting rolls as they then have to pull out of the trench and get away ASAP.
So I am at -1.
So the guy with no hyperdrive and Darth Vader by
in regards to Darth Vader, he sees what's happened and he force jumps off the X-wing.
Are we at minuses here?
No, new round.
Okay.
That was the wrong purple die to have a 6, but at least the other one wasn't a 1.
35.
35, yep.
32.
32.
$23.
I think we'll say that Wraith has passed as well. Right. So
here we go.
The X-Wings pull out. Oh, he's back. Wraith, quick update. Can you hear me, mate?
I'm going to take that as a no.
Yeah.
Oh,
roll your Starfighter piloting roll. So Darth Vader.
With any bonuses?
No minuses. Darth Vader has jumped away and off your X-Wing into the kind of black rock of the lava world. Deep Freeze's torpedo has hit its target and the factory is beginning to blow up. So you need to make a roll to get out of the trench and escape the explosions.
Okay, do I get the 3 extra dice or
extra dice?
The maneuverability, yes.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Full 3D here.
29.
Excellent. Okay, so the X-Wing Squadron, flanked by what's left of the Y-Wing Squadron, starts shooting away out of the atmosphere of the planet. Behind them, this robotic droid facility of grotesque and dark, powers that has created this abomination of piloting and engineering and droid in one unit explodes, shooting up like almost Independence Day style explosion as it kind of erupts up the main tower of the factory into the mountain. This huge explosion erupts. It's also clearly triggered some sort of lava flow on the inside, and the fireball is joined by a massive eruption of the mountain, blowing its top in like a huge volcanic splume. Splume, is that a word?
Plume.
As our heroes fly off into the starscape.
Starscape, I like it.
Away from the planets.
Jobs are good.
Successful.
So
our heroes return
we
to the New Hope.
We get our victory music.
And there is, as you land on the deck of the New Hope, the guys come out cheering and waving and celebrating Ranger Squadron's names, and you kind of picked up on shoulders and cheer. And then later that day, there's an award ceremony. You all get the Mon Calamari Silver Fish, which is like the premier award of the bravery for the Mon Calamari people, because officially it's not part of the Rebel Alliance. However, you do find out that after the award ceremony, the old fish is happy to join the Rebel Alliance, and you hear that one of the Rebel Alliance's main representatives, Mon Mothma, is on her way to discuss the final terms with the New Hope of joining the Rebel Alliance. So we will end it there. Thank you very much. My players have been awesome. You've all been great. You have made this game. Thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you for running.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
And
congratulations, Eve, for shooting Darth Vader out of the sky.
Yeah, it's not a confirmed kill. I can't put like a little sticker, a little painted.
The ship's
Vader,
destroyed.
Man.
You didn't take out the pilot, but the ship's destroyed.
It still counts. Counts as a kill.
I can't.
Counts as a kill in World War II.
So I can paint a little Darth Vader helmet next to my.
You have
TIE Advance rather than.
You
Darth
have
Vader
witnesses seeing that was definitely Darth Vader that you shot down.
Yep.
Yeah, he choked me.
No respect. No respect.
I lived, yeah.
I'm honestly surprised. I was really thinking that was it for Merrick Tsar.
So yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight. Thank you very much to those of you that have watched us on Twitch.
Thank you very much for all the rerolls during this campaign.
Thank you to all
Thank
of those
you very much for all the rerolls.
Without those rerolls, we would have been.
You would have been.
Without those rerolls, Darth Vader would still be in his TIE fighter.
Yes.
And we would be in little pieces.
Well, yeah, that too. But Darth Vader would still be in his TIE fighter, and that's the important thing.
I think that's what we want to take away from this.
Please,
so yes,
I need to get a T-shirt. I nearly killed Darth Vader.
I nearly killed Darth Vader. Look, you guys have done really well. In another campaign that I ran once upon a time, I killed a player with the Death Star laser. So, don't figure. So you came with that pretty well. So, again, thank you very much. Thank you for my players. You have been wonderful. And I hope to see you all again soon.
So when are we getting Ranger Squadron? When are we getting the next season?
Well, interesting you say that. So you guys would have got this already, but I will be sending a link to my Google folder with all my Star Wars bits in it to Garblag, and hopefully he can share that with the Patreons group. And on that is an idea for my next Star Wars campaign if it ever comes ahead. So who knows?
It should go ahead.
It should go ahead.
Hey.
Well, don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Traveller. On Friday we have Spire. Ben's
I'll make my Traveller debut tomorrow.
You do. You get to see Jim in action in Traveller.
May the Force be with you.
And starting very soon, we have a new Warhammer Fantasy roleplay game starting not next Wednesday, I believe, but the one after, if things go to plan.
Yes.
Date-wise, that would be the 31st of March. And what's the title of that, Jim?
Once Upon a Time in the Old World.
Cool. That's very awesome. Right. So, thank you very much, everybody. May the Force be with you. Have a lovely evening.
May the Force be with you.
Thank you, and thank you to all.
Thank you, everybody.
And thanks everyone for watching.